exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Thursday. Time for another Blue Dot family meeting. I am so happy y'all are here. Joining the conversation, Dwayne Twizzle was the first one to jump in, followed by Susan Greenland. Irene Lambert is here. Buddy Griffith, thank you. Doug Sane, Teresa Hicks, and Dorothy Tyndall. C. Gallagher and Kelly Harris, Penny Hartleman, Trudy Bachter, Vernon Sloan's here. If you see Jamie B., Adina Michaels with us, Doreen Dickinson. Boy, howdy shit, just everybody's here. Busy Lizzie, Helen Hernandez, Pauline Hall, thank you, baby, for being here. Sammy Marcy, Demetrius Cephas, and everybody else is in the room. Let me get this down here so we can start our shit. First off, if y'all notice, I'm having a little difficulty with my voice. Been running my mouth a bit much. But anyway, it was a busy day today for a lot of reasons. But we haven't had a chance to talk since the State of the Union. And I want y'all to know, yes, took one for the team. I listened to the whole hour and 47 minutes of the dribble that came out of that man's mouth. And so, yeah, I took one for the team. And it was disgusting. But not only the State of the Union. Today, Hillary Clinton appeared before the House Oversight Committee behind closed doors, but there's already stuff coming out. She came out and talked about it. She answered all their questions. She said nothing to hide. And tomorrow, Bill Clinton's going to be under the lights there tomorrow. So we're going to see what happens. But there's plenty going on. And trying to run from me. It's all right, I snagged her anyway. Yeah, there's a lot going on, not only on the world stage, but here in the United States and here in Texas. Here in Texas, where I am proud to say that the primaries are going on right now. And the turnout has been overwhelming. Excellent. Overwhelmingly, the Democrats are outvoting the Republicans by a bunch. Last count, it was about 80,000 votes more than the Republicans have. So I've got great hopes for here in Texas. Anyway, hi, Miss Chick.
Hey, John, I got a wild cat running across my keyboard again.
Well, wildcats, what are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. I hope you grow up soon.
I did a rant earlier today. I had one in my lap, I think, the whole time. And another one at my feet going meow, meow, what's he doing up there? You know, that kind of thing. So, no shortage of cats around my house.
Yeah. Trying to get this typed in here. So, yeah, I said I wasn't going to watch the State of the Union. I did listen to it the day after. And
exciting, wasn't it?
Well, I'm glad I listened to it rather than watched it, because I can't stand to watch the two bozos that sit behind him. I can't look at those people. I just can't.
Yeah.
Too much for me. But
they got plenty
here's
of
the
exercise.
thing.
What?
I don't really give a crap about the State of the Union. That was all spectacle.
I'm pretty sure
it was all spectacle.
I'm
it
pretty
was
sure
more derision.
I'm pretty sure we're all aware of the State of the Union.
Right. I don't care who clapped, who boycotted, what Trump said. I really don't. It was all lies. You know, he just lied. And you did hit one point that I also thought was a little upsetting. The few, 2 men. The other
Yes.
hockey guy, he didn't need to get a medal. He just had a gold medal, for Christ's sake. But the other 2 men should have been honored in a more appropriate setting
Yes.
than like in the aisle way.
Because
while
in my
he's still
book,
talking.
he turned the giving of 2 Congressional Medals of Honor, which is not anything that you take lightly.
No.
And he made it. It was more about him. Look what I'm doing. And
it was like handing out candy to the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was disgusting, and I was offended by it. That he would do that during the State of the Union. You know, and it did. As a veteran, it just pissed me off. That it's just a cheap shot, and you don't want to do that with the Congressional Medal of Honor. But it's the highest award this country has to offer.
In the broader picture, the State of the Union is small potatoes compared to what we need to look at and talk about. It's just like, who cares? I'm more concerned about what the my new term, the Motzies are doing. MAZI, the Motzies.
The Motzies.
Are dreaming, the Motzies, what they're dreaming up next. Because it seems that a executive order is coming up. They've been talking about it. That's targeted to trying to take away our federal election. Based on, get this, based on Chinese interference, John, in the 2020 election. Chinese.
Chinese.
We're not going to mention Russian. We aren't going to go with that Russian word.
No,
Chinese.
They're innocent as a shit. Yeah, Chinese interference now. They're going to try to pull anything they can out of their ass to disrupt the midterms. It's their only shot. The polls, I don't care what poll you're looking at, every poll has him down in the dumps. And it's looking like the Democrats are going to have a strong showing. And man, we need it. If ever there was a time that we need the House, this is it, baby.
This is it. And so we need to keep our eye on him trying to use those emergency powers. Yeah. Emergency powers. He's going to find some way to try and slide those through.
I have no doubt.
And it's based on this China thing. And you know what? They did do a look at China in 2021. And China had, kind of thought about it. They thought about influence it. And they kind of looked and went, nah, let's not bother because somebody else is already doing it.
Boy, had his shit.
Right? And they do have some information about it. And they found that China wasn't involved with their, when they looked into it. They weren't really doing anything. Jeez. Wasn't anything there. Big nothing burger. But no, we're going to do it again and try and make it stick this time, apparently.
Boy, howdy.
And in the meantime, the SAVED Act seems to have stalled in the Senate.
Dare you say.
With at least 4 Republican senators unwilling to advance it.
Good.
And that would be Tom Tillis, or is it Tillis? Tillis? John Curtis, Mitch McConnell, and Lisa Murkowski.
Don't want to advance it.
They don't want to advance it. They don't want to erase the amendments, I think, that the Dems put in. I think that was the way it was worded. Because the Dems have added some, it has to do with ICE and stuff, I do believe, and to take some funding and whatever out of that. But those 4 are like, we're not necessarily disagreeing with that. Right. So it's kind of stuck, which isn't making Mikey Johnson very happy. Too bad for Mikey Johnson.
Mikey Johnson. He can go. Yeah.
He can go. Check out the lifestyles of the rich and famous. And, whatever.
Hey, let me send out a few thank yous. And one, I want to answer a little comment I saw in the chat that Donnie Pomeroy said, John, you got mail today. No, I didn't. But
not yet.
You gave me damn good reason to go to the post office in the morning and check. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to it. Anyway, Shifty Lincoln came in with a $5 donation and said, Hillary wrecked MAGA at her deposition today, but her State of the Union would have been better. Yeah, no shit. Her State of the Union address would have been much better. And let me see. Nix came in with a $5 donation. Boy, howdy shit. See, this is bullshit. It said Kansas City just passed a law that driving while trans can get you up to 6 months in prison. Love
Yes.
you all, dears. Are you shitting me? Are
Not
you shitting
shitting,
me?
John.
What, you want
Not
to talk
at all.
about back up the fucking bus? I thought we were done with this bullshit.
Yep.
What the fuck difference does it make to anybody? What you are anyway? That's just disgusting.
It's just the second step. We already went after immigrants. Now we have to go for the next group of others, right?
Others?
And that would
Are we
be
going to keep
others.
this going?
We are. Apparently.
Do blacks in this country have to worry about? Well, you know, we're going to go back that far? What?
Yep. They'll be going.
It's
Yep.
bullshit. It is such
They're on the
bullshit.
list.
That is such crap. What? I'm just thinking, what difference does that make to your driving ability? Your
told you
safety
they're
on
Nazis.
nothing.
Nazis. Yeah.
Kansas bullshit. That's just such crappy shit. And Shifty Lincoln came back with another $5 and said, "Thanks, Comer, for letting Hillary testify. Melania better start learning her English." Oh Lord, open the. Well, she's not. She's just First Lady. She wasn't Secretary of State or anything. But it does open the door to, well, Bill Clinton's going to testify. How about it, Donnie? You want to step in front of the committee there, and you think that'd happen? Not on your life.
Yeah. You know, I want to talk about Hillary for a second.
Go ahead.
Because I've got something here that Julie Roginski wrote. There are a few Republican rituals in American politics more predictable than the one. Drag Hillary Clinton back into the hearing room, invoke the name Bill Clinton, and pretend that proximity equals proof. So today, as Republicans on the House Oversight Committee question her behind closed doors in Chappaqua, or however they pronounce it, about Jeffrey Epstein, a man she says she never met, we are not watching a search for truth. We are watching muscle memory. Let's be clear about the underlying premise. Bill Clinton was documented in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit. His name appears in flight logs, and he has publicly acknowledged flying on Epstein's plane and has said he was unaware of Epstein's crimes at the time. Those associations are fair game for scrutiny. They were scrutinized relentlessly for years. But what is happening now is not scrutiny, it's spectacle. Hillary Clinton has spent her entire adult life answering for her husband's behavior. From the scandals of the 1990s to the impeachment saga to the endless cultural aftershocks, she has been treated as if she were a co-defendant in every allegation ever lodged against him. She has been interrogated not simply as a political actor, but as a wife, expected to justify, explain, or absorb blame for a grown man's conduct. And in 2016, that dynamic reached its most grotesque form. At the second presidential debate that October, Donald Trump staged a political stunt so brazen it would have been satire in any other era. He invited several women who had accused Bill Clinton of sexual misconduct and seated them in the front row of the debate hall, directly in front of Hillary Clinton's line of sight. Among them were Juanita Broaddus, who has alleged that Bill Clinton raped her in '78, Paula Jones, whose sexual harassment lawsuit led to Clinton's impeachment, and Kathleen Wiley, who accused him of sexual assault. It was a made-for-television tableau designed to send a message. You are not just running against a candidate. You are running against every ghost of your marriage. The press covered it wall to wall. Commentators debated whether it was effective, but one fact was indisputable. Hillary Clinton was being held publicly accountable for her husband's alleged misconduct in a way no male candidate has ever been. Now fast forward to what's happening today. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. But here she is again. She knows him best, I assume. And they're there together. So take what you like from that. But what
They're still
what's
together. That
dreary
pisses them off even
man.
more. That pisses
Yeah.
them off even more that they're still together.
Yep.
That they
Yep.
weathered the storm.
Yeah.
So.
It does, but it pisses me off that she has to be drug aground just because she's female and or married to Bill, because Bill was an easy
Both.
target, and he
Both.
was an easy target.
And they were hoping to trick her up, trap her up, whatever. It doesn't seem like it worked. Seemed
No.
like she held her own.
Well, and in fact, Lauren Bobart put her foot in her mouth today.
Yes, boy, howdy shit.
But did she do it deliberately? I think she did it deliberately.
Yes, she
I really
did it
do.
deliberately.
Yep.
She
And
took
why in
that
the hell,
photograph.
if you can keep children from taking phones into classrooms, why can't you keep them senators and representatives from putting their phones in one of these closed door hearings?
Yeah, no
They don't need their
shit.
phones in there.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry, grow up. You don't need your phone in there.
Hey, before
Sorry,
we get our first
just a
guest
little
in, let
piss
me
there.
thank Zealoter 29 who came in with $4.20. Thank you. FUCK speaking code there.
Yeah.
Zealoter, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Ben, Blue Dot in Kansas came in with not only with $5 and said not only did they just pass that stupid law in Missouri, they also overruled the mayor of Kansas City for the new ICE detention center for us. Oh boy, howdy shit! Just wonderful news. Getting an ICE detention center. Yeah, that's not too popular nowadays. And Benny came back with another $2 and said ICE is coming after us. Next Don Con can go to hell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got big plans. And Chadwick Rogers came in with $2 and said, SOTU, stupid orange toddler unhinged. Boy, howdy. Ain't that, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. But in an hour and 47 minutes, longer than anybody else. And you knew it was coming. You knew that part was going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get Mitch up
And
here
there's
and see
more,
what's
John,
on
but
this.
call somebody else up because my head's gonna kerpop.
I know it. It's just so much. Hello, Mitch.
Hey, what's up? By
What's
the
going
way,
on?
I know
Where
you
are
keep
you?
forgetting.
What?
You keep forgetting that I am Zealotor29. I do not
I
know
did.
why it doesn't.
I did.
I don't know why it doesn't show my name no more.
I don't know, but I did forget Zealoter 29. I should have
I'll
guessed by.
remind you every time.
Yeah, short-term memory loss. I don't know what causes that. I'm working on it though. Where are you?
We're on the last day of our cruise in our cabin, chilling out, getting packed up. We are in about a half hour. We're going to go to the Cagney Steakhouse restaurant on the ship and eat a big portion of some cows. Then tomorrow morning we head home, flying home tomorrow.
Boy, howdy. I know you've had a great time. I could just imagine.
What a great trip! Oh
I
man,
imagine.
what a great trip!
Everybody's, I think, is a little jealous of y'all right now.
The
Go on.
food is so amazing. The
That's good.
heat, the heat is. It's fucking February, dude.
Newsflash, it's hot in Central America.
Oh my god! It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Like
We got to stay.
sweaty,
It was
like my
93 here
glasses
today.
fogging up.
What's that? Julie said Julie's glasses kept fogging. She was like,
It was
we were-
16 here this morning.
16
How much?
in
16.
Michigan.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was,
the
know
it
what
was
morning.
that
90.
feels
It
like
was
no more.
93 today here in Corpus. A very hot day.
Crazy shit.
Well, we had a super good time. We had some great tours. We went through the Panama Canal. That was something.
That was really cool.
That was something.
That
I
would
want
be
to
an
say
experience.
once in a lifetime experience because I hope we can do it again. Sorry for the background noise.
Oh, that's all right. That's
But
all right.
It
No,
was,
going through the Panama Canal.
the engineering that went into the canal is just unreal,
Massive, on a massive scale.
right?
And you're thinking about the time when they did that, you know.
Yeah, 1910s.
Yeah, Yeah.
not the
Mule
equipment we have
power.
today.
Mule power.
Yes,
Slaves.
mule
And
and
slaves.
hand.
Yes, slaves.
Yeah, what an
But
achievement though for
yeah,
mankind.
still amazing when, and our cruise ship, by cruise ship standards, it's not particularly big. It's about half the size of some of the really big cruise ships.
Right.
But it was still amazing to go through those locks and have about a foot clearance
Yes,
on
I've
either
seen that.
side.
I have seen the videos of ships going through it. It's just such a tight fit. You know,
And when the locks fill, you go to the top in about 30 seconds. It's
Really?
just unbelievable.
damn.
Going down, it takes a little more time. I don't know why,
Mm,
but it is just unreal to see
boy, Hattie.
the whole
I'm just
huge,
so happy for y'all.
gigantic ship moving
I'm just
like
so
that.
happy that y'all are having that kind of experience.
Hey,
Hey, let me call out a quick thank you to somebody because it leads
Please
out to
do.
what I want. To KY Moon, who came in with $2 today and said, "Are you ready for tomorrow, John? Fuck Donald J. Trump and fuck the GOP." Yes, I am ready for tomorrow, and what he is referencing is we're going to have a visitor here in Corpus Christi tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Donald J. Trump is coming to Corpus Christi. And yeah, as a matter of fact, part of my day today was spent at the Democratic headquarters here in Nueces County. And yeah, getting ready for him because it was very vague. We knew that the news report said he was coming, but to find out when and where, you really had to do a little bit of digging. And he's going to be at the port of Corpus Christi. Now, we don't know exactly where that is going to be. The area marked on the map is a spot where me and my son go just about every day. Just about every day we go down to the Arts and Science Museum, which is a parking lot right on the ship channel where they were dismantling the old Corpus Christi Bridge. We have a brand new bridge. It's a huge, beautiful bridge, but they had to take the old one down, and they're just about, well, they've taken a span down. Now they're still working on the roadways that lead up to it. There's still a lot of work going on, but that's where we go every day. And that's where he's going to be. And the Democrats are going to be holding a rally right across the street at the Asian Museum, the South Texas Asian Museum, which is right across from the port. I don't know exactly where he's going to be. So they're kind of keeping it but I know where I'm going to be. I'll be there tomorrow, holding my sign up and protesting just like everybody else. And yeah, see what happens. I expect he's going to have
whatever you do, whatever you do, don't bring any M80s.
No, no fireworks,
Whatever you
please.
do,
Yeah,
don't
no
bring
fireworks.
any M80s in a slingshot.
No,
Don't ever do that.
don't do that.
Don't ever do that.
No. Yeah, no, Penny, I
You
do.
know,
I
you
have to
could
go.
You could
As
shoot
a
an
matter of fact,
M80
I'm-
about a good 150, 200
Yeah.
yards if you get a good pull on it.
Good shot at it.
I
Oh,
don't want to
man.
kill anybody, but
No. Yeah, you'll smell him, John. That's how I know where he will be. Yeah, I'll imagine there will be a stench in the air at some point as soon as he arrives. But yeah, it was very low key. I didn't find out he was even going to be here until just a day or two ago. And
yeah, he was
and
in Pittsburgh a couple days ago.
yeah, he's keeping it kind of low key. But part of the reason why he's coming here is he's in the tank down here in Texas. And damn sure down here on the Gulf Coast where the border, excuse me, I got the hiccups, where the border districts are with the assault on the Hispanic community that Donald Trump has persecuted. Man, that affects all of the Hispanic community because they're not going after just the bad guys. They're going after anybody.
They're going after the brown guys, John.
Yep, that's it. That's it. That qualifies. If you're brown, you're the man. You're the guy they're going after, and they don't really give a shit. And here we just heard of another story of a gentleman dying after ICE dropped him off somewhere outside near a coffee shop or some shit. Really?
5 miles away in Buffalo,
miles.
New York, in the winter.
Just to be a
In the
dick.
winter. Just drop him off on the street, baby. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Well, be of good cheer because we're either going to win and we're either going to beat this guy back again. We know we can do it. We did it already. We know we can do it while he's in office, and there really ain't shit that he can do about it.
Not if we take the
we
house.
have to not. If he, dude, come on. Do you I guess we have already discussed this, but do you realize the margin of victories that Democrats have had in all the special elections around the country? Trump has not won one.
Not one, you say.
One.
Not
And
one.
we're going to beat his ass in November, and he will be the lamest lame duck president in history.
And that's when you're going to see the turnaround. I mean, you're starting to see a little bit of, I'm going to catch this, a turnaround in some Republicans standing up against him. They got no choice, you know.
Basically.
Yeah. They're starting to look like scumbags. And at
He's
a
a
certain point in
loser.
time, you know, they're going to have to turn him loose. You know?
And let me tell you how it's going to be for Trump, because once the Democrats get in power, which I believe they will, hopefully, all they got to do is start going down the laundry list of constitutional infractions.
Yeah. There's
that
no
President
shortage.
Trump has, quote unquote, Trump has enriched himself.
Oh, shit. You'll never get caught for that.
Well, we'll see about that. He has enriched himself personally.
Oh,
And
buddy.
I think
Oh,
that
buddy.
that leaves him in a very bad
He's
position.
invulnerable.
That's what his whole administration has been about. His first administration and this one has been nothing about how much money can he rip off from this country and from the suckers that still believe in him. Because that's what it's all
And I
about
want to
for
point
him.
out for our Blue Dot family that Dickhead has already incurred $3.3 trillion
Trillion.
of debt
Trillion.
in 13 months. 3.3 trillion with a T.
That's
And
our
the
debt.
government is fucking shut
That
down.
is our debt. We each get a chunk
Yeah.
of that little shit. We
Yeah.
each get a little piece of that. Hey, let me call a couple people out again real quick, because Chris Ledbetter came in with a $5 Canadian donation. I appreciate it very much, Chris, and said, I may break 14 years of not drinking the day the big, beautiful obituary and have one for good times. Have a great night, everyone. Buddy, I don't think you're going to be alone, Chris. I think a lot of people are going to be raising a glass. And, yeah, anyway, Carol DeBurs came in with a $5 donation and said, hey, y'all beautiful people, pardon my handicap typing. Oh, darling, there's no handicap in your typing at all, baby. Thank you very much, Carol. And let me see, PDX Pete came in with a $50 donation. It did not pop up because he did not make a comment. But Pete, thank you very much. And Susan Rotella also came in with a $20 donation. It did not pop up because it did not make a comment. But Susan, thank you very much. I appreciate it tremendously, y'all, the support. I appreciate it tremendously. Anyway, where were we? How were we
You were
kicking
about
in?
to say farewell. Let's give someone else a chance to talk, and we're gonna get going and get dressed and head. We got to go all the way to the other side of the boat
Oh,
for
man,
dinner.
all the way to the other side of the boat.
Well, it's a hike.
Oh, quite the hike, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy.
It's a
I
long way.
want y'all both to enjoy it so much. I do. I'm so happy for y'all being on that cruise.
All right, and I'm just like
we
I'm
all
going to
wish
do every
we all
single
wish
time I
you
get
were
on.
there. Huh?
I wish you were here too, John.
I
But
wish I
I'll
was
tell
too,
you
bro.
what, we are still thinking very, maybe we'll wait for the vacation to end before we conceive of another one. But we are definitely going to be coming down to San Antonio, so we
Outstanding.
need to pick
I'm
a
ready.
date.
I'm ready.
All right.
All right, brother.
All
Take
right,
care of
B-Dots.
yourself.
Take care of yourselves, brother.
Love you, brother. Take care.
Say bye, Julie.
Bye-bye, John.
Bye, Julie. Take care of
Julie.
yourself, darling. Enjoy your meal.
Have a
I'm
good
just
one.
so happy. I am so happy for him. How you doing, Blaze?
Pretty good. Pretty
Good.
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 I will say the Donald Trump's probably mental and physical health state is about how WCW was in 2001. If you're a wrestling guy, if you're a wrestling fan, you probably know exactly what I mean by that.
It went over my head. It went over my head.
WCW fucking died in 2001. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's got long. I don't think he has
A lot
long.
of people are looking at his health right now. You know, not only his physical health, but his mental health, if there's anything left of that shit. You know.
Nobody's watching it any closer than J.D. Vance.
Yeah, JD's got his eye on it. He's gonna know. He's got his fingers.
Oh God,
crossed.
he's eyeing that shit like an orca's eyeing a damn seal on an iceberg.
It's his only shot of becoming a president of the United States is if something happens to Donnie. That's it. That's all. I don't think J.D. Vance is going to win an election. Not for president, no.
Unless it's rigged to all hell, I don't think he's winning nothing. He does not have any semblance of charisma or anything.
Therein lies the problem we have right now, because more and more people every day, how much confidence are you going to have in these elections, knowing that he's going to do everything in his power to cheat in one way or the other? You know? The only way to keep that from happening, though, is to make sure your registration is ready, that you get your ass to the polls, and that you pull that lever or do whatever it is that you have to do in that booth. And to make sure your vote counts. Because they can't, they can. They'll try to fuck with it. But when it comes down to the recounts and all that shit, it comes through. We don't have a problem with our elections other than we have a party that is hell-bent on trying to convince people we do. So, with that in mind, make sure that you're ready to vote.
And that in mind, with the special elections that just happened recently in Pennsylvania, House District 22 and House District 42, they were special elections to, fill some seats.
Right.
And both the Democrats took those by 67.3% and 81.7%.
Oh,
now, mind you, I think those were mostly blue areas to begin with. And in the Maine House, House District 94 in Maine, Scott Harriman, the Democrat, took that seat by 53.2%.
Boy, howdy shit. I'm telling you. Looks like
we got
all
more
across the
stuff
nation,
coming up.
Democrats are stepping up.
Right, and March 3rd is Arkansas, North Carolina, and Texas are all having some
that's my
primaries
day,
or some version of something.
Our primaries were going on, right? And we have a hot one going on here between Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico. That little battle is going on down here in Texas, and
I think she's just a smidge ahead in the polls, which that's
so.
good.
That's
good.
I'm good. I'm good with either one. So we're just going to see how it plays out. Huh?
Exactly. I'll have to see if those. I heard something about they want ice at the voting booths or polls or something. Since I just got registered myself, I'll have to see in person if that's true, at least in my state of Tennessee. If so, then damn, that's. We are becoming more like Deutschland in the 30s every day.
To give the impression that we're keeping illegals from voting. There's no illegals stepping up there to vote. It just doesn't happen. It's bullshit and it's theater. So they can play on it.
Wow, even the little bit that might have happened, whether it's intentional or accidental, is very, 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 very minute compared to millions of people that vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, politics should not be like the damn WWE. They should
No,
politics shouldn't
no.
be this theatrical and this insane. They should be boring as all hell. In an
That,
ideal world, politics should be
that's
boring as all hell.
that's the title of this show. The State of the Union ain't what it used to be. No, we saw a show last night, or the night before last. Just
I'm surprised they didn't
play.
wheel. I'm surprised they didn't wheel Hulk Hogan's freaking embalmed
Yeah, no
corpse
shit.
out to cut a promo or
shit.
some shit.
Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it. Hey, let me thank Piper Saul, who came in with a $20 donation and said, "Thank you for being part of Trump's welcoming committee tomorrow. Stay cool. Semper Fortis. Indeed, my friend. Always faithful." And KY Moon came in with $2 and said, "Make sure Travis has the Shut the Fuck Up song tomorrow." Fuck Donald J. Trump. Travis will be there. We plan on shooting some video there. And, yeah. I might try to go live while I'm there or something. I don't know. We're going to play it by ear. And, but yeah, I'm expecting a pretty good turnout for Corpus. This city it was always blue till they gerrymandered the shit out of it and turned our district red. And now down on the border, exactly in places where they've done that, it ain't working this time. It's heavily being taken over by Democrats. The vote counts are overwhelmingly for Democrats. So his little war on immigration is going to backfire in the Hispanic community, of which he held a lead before with, you know.
Yep. And, there's a couple of things happening in New Jersey and California specifically. They are looking into taxing the profits from the private prison ICE detention centers. The GEO Group and Core Civic, those are
Right.
two names that are making lots of money. They just what's that word here? I can't read my own writing. They made more than $2 billion in revenue.
$2 billion.
In 2025. That's
Boy,
up
howdy.
6% and 12% respectively. Geo Group profits went up by nearly 700%, and that is
700%.
our healthcare money. It's our money. 700%. California is stepping up and is proposing a 50% tax on profits that would redirect the money to immigration services.
Oh,
And New
figure.
Jersey has stepped up to follow suit. So, yay.
Yeah, you're starting to see some states step up. I think the handwriting's on the wall, baby. This is not going to look good for Republicans this midterms. There's just too much
Also,
involvement. Go ahead.
John, Lincoln just direct messaged me, a great friend of the show, to everyone watching. Lincoln has just direct messaged me with a question. Not once did Trump talk about ICE and the death of Alex or Renee. Now, you saw the State of the Union. Did he ever bring that up in any
Nope.
capacity?
No,
Nope.
not a bit. Not
He
a
did
word.
bring up Minnesota and the major amount of whatever that's going on there. I can't remember the words he used specifically, but corruption. It was all about corruption in Minnesota. But he didn't talk about any of the other stuff.
Oh, he stayed away from a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. The whole damn thing was more like he was just setting up different scenes for campaign.
I didn't hear him mention the Epstein files either. Did
Not
you?
a bit. Not a bit. And those ladies were in the crowd. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Hmm.
Anyway, hey, let me call out Jake Sellers, who came in with a $10 donation and said, "No, this is political here." Tallarico and his Republican campaign contributions from billionaire Texas casino baron. Texas vote Jasmine Crockett. There is a lot of competition going on. Jake, thank you very much here in Texas between Jasmine Crockett and James Tallarico. James Tallarico got a big bump after being on the Stephen Colbert show, and but Jasmine Crockett has been using her voice for so long, and she is a fighter, and
Yeah.
so yeah, we're going to see what Texas does. But I'm good with either one. Either one is going to be a good plus. And going up against John Cornyn, who Ken Paxton is running against him. Y'all familiar with Texas politics? Ken Paxton. He's our attorney general
Yeah.
in Texas. His staff turned him in for accepting bribes. And the only reason he wasn't convicted in the Texas Senate was because his wife was in the Texas Senate and did not recuse herself from the vote. She voted, and he got away with it. So, yeah, you want to know about what kind of attorney general we have in Texas? Yeah, go look up him. He's got a rap sheet, baby. But now he's wanting to be senator. So he's running up against John Cornyn. So the Republicans have a little problem over there on that side. But Texas, we have a shot here. I am just almost giddy with the idea that we're going to see Texas go back to blue. That we're going to elect a Democratic senator from this state.
I'm excited for you, John. I think that's great. Because it does look like it's leaning that way.
It does. It does. Everything you look at, no matter where it's coming from, that's the polls. That's the indicators that it's definitely leaning Democrat. So we just got to make sure we hold that out for election day. You know. Anyway, Wesley Wiseman came back with another $5 donation and said, Trump is Trump going to do an executive order to change election laws? Piece of shit. If he can, he will.
Yeah, we talked about that at the top of the hour, yeah.
Yeah, he's but it's state run. Elections are state run. You know?
Yep.
So keep your shit out. Let
And in the meantime, the Epstein files are his Achilles heel.
Oh, Lordy.
They're just not going to go away. It's going to hamper him. And hopefully we can take him down. But you know what?
Yeah.
We might end up taking the DOJ down with it.
That would be very well could. As well it should at this point. Are you shitting me? The Department of Justice is actively concealing information, concealing documents, hiding information.
Yeah.
It has been ordered.
They've been caught this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one young lady, well, she was a young lady when she gave her interview. She gave 4 interviews to the FBI. The first one, I think, was before Epstein died. It was in 2019, but it was before he died. And she didn't mention Trump's name in that at all. That's the one that's still on record. But she has told people that she gave 4 interviews. The other 3 are missing. But she remembers what she said.
Yes, she does.
And she has told people that she mentioned Trump in those, exactly what he did to her. And those are missing.
And you know that's not the only time his ass is mentioned. That his ass is brought up. But we have a Department of Justice that is hell-bent on distorting and hiding as much information as they possibly can. It's a crooked organization. We have a crooked Department of Justice director who, and the same thing you could be said for the FBI director. You know.
Yeah. Well, and there's a few they need to go back and find too. I think they should get, is it Christopher Wray and what's the other one's name? They need to be talked to because they were in charge of this before, and during would have been Trump's first administration, weren't they in there for the first administration? Anyway, somebody needs to go back and why wasn't this being pursued at all?
Yeah.
For all this time, and especially at that point when you're getting ready to have another president elected or re-elected in any case, even if it was for the 2020 election. He
Right.
should have been looked at then for this stuff. Nope, it got buried. Buried, buried, buried.
There's a
Doesn't
lot
matter
to
that
account for. There is a
Yeah.
lot to account for, and not only on the GOP side, on the Democrat side too. We
Oh,
haven't,
yeah. All of
yeah,
them.
all of them. And
All of them.
we keep saying, if you're involved in this shit, I don't give a shit. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter to me. If you're involved in this Epstein shit, fuck you. Get out of my house. Get out of my government. Quit standing out there like you have moral authority or anything.
People don't
Hey.
get that. It's not about a party at this point.
No.
It's just about what
No.
these rich people got away with.
It's about holding up the morals that we say we believe in.
Yeah.
That we make a big deal about. Well, now's the time. Put your money where your mouth is. Put this where the rubber meets the road. This is where you stand up and show that it doesn't matter what kind of power or money that you have. That if you partake upon this kind of activity, there's going to be a price to pay, and you will be held accountable. Anything
Yeah.
less than that, then we got to question our whole system. Reevaluate everything. Hey, let me thank Fugaga, and that's what it says. Fugaga, who came in with a $4 donation. I appreciate that very much, Fugaga. Thank you very much. Anyway, hello, Bravo Chick.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, it was
I'm
good.
hanging in there, baby, every day,
You
like a hair in
you
a
gonna
biscuit.
go? You gonna go yell at a big fat rotten orange
I
tomorrow?
get to do that tomorrow. I sure do. I look for my son. Well, when I was first came on the air, he had left to go to Walmart to go get poster board, and so we could make some more signs. But I'm going to put this on one of my signs because I have stickers. No Trump, no Trump, no KKK, no fascist in the USA. I'm going to put that on my sign too.
That's
Fuck
one of
yeah,
my
brother.
favorites. That's one of my
Fuck
favorites.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, they're really kind of keeping it low key as to where he's going to be. It took a little bit of digging for me to find out exactly where he's going to be and what time he's going to be there. And the only way I found out was to go to the Republican National Committee here in Nueces County. The Nueces County Republican website is where I found the information. So,
No shit.
yeah,
And he won't be there long. He won't be there very long.
not very long at all, I suspect.
I get the feeling that they're not letting it known because more protesters will show up than supporters.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, I'm sure they'll have his share of supporters down here. There's no shortage of Trumpers here.
He's
But-
gonna have a bunch of Hispanics behind him and talk about how the Hispanics love
Oh
me.
yeah, I'm
you
probably
know?
so. He's going to try to hit on that because that's why he's coming down here because that's in the news. How especially down here, Texas is looking like it's going blue. It's leaning blue. All the indicators show that the Democrats are going to have a superior turnout than the Republicans. So he's down here trying to tread water or something. He's trying to stir up the pot or something. Give him a boost. I don't think it's going to work. But the only thing I have to remember about where I am and exactly where he's going to be speaking from, there are, I don't know how many refineries that are in the background. It's Refinery Row. They're all up and down the ship channel. This is a huge oil and gas port. We export and import a lot of fuel, a lot of oil, a lot of petroleum products, and
So is he going to be
naturally-
talking about drill, baby, drill? Is that
I'm
why
sure.
he's going to be staying there?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sure that's what it is. I'm sure it's going to be included in his vocabulary, his vernacular. The drill, baby, drill shit's going to come out here. Because it is. This is a large oil and gas town. South Texas has a lot of oil and gas leases, and there's a lot of activity down here in oil and gas. So,
Oil
Let's see it.
country.
oil
That
country,
sounds like
indeed.
he's literally stepping into the powder keg.
Well, You know, his problem down here, you know, the oil and gas, you know, everybody's down here might work in the oil and gas industry. But let's just say you're a Hispanic that works in the oil and gas industry and you're not very happy with his bullshit lately. Doesn't matter what job you have. Now your morals take precedent over your paycheck. That paycheck, you know, you're still making your paycheck and everything. Doesn't matter. That oil company ain't going to go out of business. You know, gas prices, you know, Penny Hardman saying our gas prices went up a quarter over 3 days. You know, down here it fluctuates, hell, like up 45 cents one way or the other. And the refinery, like I say, is right across the damn street. There's a great big huge tank that says gasoline right on it. You know, like one of them.
Oh, just go fuel up right there. Get it.
Yeah,
Just skim off the top a little.
They don't have
Just
to truck
skim off
that
the
shit
top.
very far. Across the street, man. So, you know.
Outstanding.
Boy,
Did you
howdy shit.
see
What?
where Canada had the women's women's ice hockey team, and like Jay Carney took a picture with them, and I think the women's hockey team, the Canadian hockey team. I thought that was brilliant.
Well, the American hockey team, women's hockey team, who took gold.
Yeah.
They're standing up. They told Donnie, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. We don't need to. We don't need to come to the White House. They're trying to celebrate their win, not get wrapped up in his freaking politics.
Right.
You know, and really, it's sad that we have a president that our Olympians don't want to go see because
Right.
of his policies, because of the way he acts and talks and everything. Nobody wants to associate your ass with that kind of bullshit.
I tell you,
You know,
I am, you know, the Bravo part of my name comes from being a lifelong diehard Atlanta Braves fan.
Oh.
And I am so glad when they won the 2021 World Series that they got to visit a White House that is welcoming to all. And man, they carried on like peas and carrots with Joe Biden.
yeah, Trump kind of dissing the women's team. You know?
Y'all, I want y'all to imagine this. You're an Olympic athlete. You just worked your ass off doing some shit, and you get invited to a White House dinner. And personally, I'd be thinking, oh my God, they're probably going to have some prime rib. Oh my Lord, they might give us each a lobster. They may give us lobster.
Yep,
Shit.
eating high
What
on the
do we
hog,
get
boy,
when
and
we
we're going
get
to the White House. Let's see what we get.
What do we get when we go to the White House? Motherfucking McDonald's. Bitch, I could go down the street
No
and get that
shit.
shit. I ain't got to go to
You
no
could get it
damn
down the
White
street.
House
Plus, you
for
could
it.
get it hot instead of been sitting on some table for 3 hours waiting on his ass to get done. Boy, howdy shit. Jake Sellers came in with another $10 donation and said, Trump will take credit for your new bridge. Joe Biden's infrastructure built for you in Texas. That's what I'm afraid of, Jake, is that he's going to come down here because it's right at the base of our brand new bridge, and he's going to try to take some kind of credit for the infrastructure that was completed under him. Bullshit. But I do, Jake, I think the same thing. And Nix came back in with another $5, said, my plan for a protest sign is no kings, try an evil queen, with an arrow pointing down at me. There you go. There you
I
go.
love that.
I do.
Love that.
Try an evil queen. There you go. Let it be known, baby. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take us standing up. I encourage you, if there is a protest, if there is anything going on near you, be involved. And there's one coming up, a big one, March 28th, the big No Kings rally. No thrones, no crowns, no kings, baby.
I'll be at my local No Kings
there
rally.
You go.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's going to be across the United States and probably around the world. So if you want to know, so make sure you put that on your calendar because there'll probably be a protest somewhere within your area.
Mm-hmm.
So be ready for that. And Carol DeBurge, Carol DeBurge just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Bravo chick rocks, by God." There you go, baby. You got a fan. Outstanding.
Oh, Carol, no, you rock. I love you, Carol. Y'all are great.
Oh, man. I'm
love our
telling
Blue
you.
Dot family.
Our family, man, this family means everything. It does. This family has grown. It continues to grow. And yeah, I can't say enough about it and what it means to me personally, and what it means to a lot of our Blue Dot family members. There are a lot of connections, even a marriage, within this Blue Dot family. People have traveled
Well,
across country to meet other Blue Dots. That's how deep this shit goes. This is not just
yep.
a political show, baby. This is a family, and I'm glad to call it that. Happy.
I know.
Anyway,
When you if you ever set up a Blue Dot family meeting like in person, by God, I'm gonna be there. You just let
well,
me know
you know,
time and place, baby.
we've done several. We've done probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them.
I'm looking forward to it.
And that's what Mitch was just alluding to. That you know, we've had them in San Antonio. And the reason we have them in San Antonio is because it's kind of fair. It's kind of center of the country. You know, if you're going to come from someplace else, it's an even shot from no matter where you are. Plus, San Antonio has a lot to offer. Our Riverwalk in San Antonio is an experience anybody could enjoy. You can't see it all in one day, and it's a pleasant atmosphere. And yeah, we've been talking about it, and we're going to try to set one up pretty soon. You know, so we can all get together and enjoy each other's camaraderie and company. And
Heck yeah.
every time we've had one has been a great experience. You know, I still stay close in contact with Blue Dots that I've met in person. John and Carolyn Majesco, Pauline Hall, you know, Dave and Sally up in Chicago, who used to live in Oregon. When they first came down to meet, they left from Oregon and flew all the way down to San Antonio. You know, just outstanding people. And it's a great atmosphere because we're all like-minded people. And so, yeah, not out of the question. We're working on it.
Are you shitting me?
Are you shitting
Outstanding.
me? Chadwick Rogers just came in with $2, said, check out Robert De Niro's recent MS Now interview. I have not seen it. That would be
Ooh.
interesting. You
Yeah.
betcha. I like him.
I do
And
too.
Demetrius Cephas came in with a $10 donation and said the USA hockey team got what they deserved. McDonald's, as stated in the chat, Stanley Tucci had the women's team fine dining with him. U.S. versus women's hockey winning. There you go, baby. Yes, the women's team did dine very nicely. And John
They did
Cass
that
just,
during the Olympics, though.
huh?
They did that in Italy with him.
In
during the
Italy,
Olympics.
right? Boy, howdy, I love it.
I
John
love
Cass,
Stanley Tucci. He's great.
John Cass came in with $10. Said, "What a greatest family, and some of us would enjoy a little song and dance." Well, hell, I just happen to have one you can dance to. It makes my feet tap.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes my feet tap. John Cass, thank you. Ooh, I need to have that on loudspeaker tomorrow.
Big old amp.
Big old amplifier. Please shut the fuck up. Are you shitting me? Whatever it
The
is.
anthem
he's got
of our
going.
people.
Yep, there you
That
go.
right.
There you go. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go for the protest. You know, where there's a designated area for us Democrats, and where he's going to be speaking at. It's not that far. The Asian Museum is not that far from anywhere, right in that general area. So I'm really going to be interested to know exactly where he's going to be speaking. It's probably going to be inside the Port of Corpus Christi building, which is right on the ship channel. Big brick building. It handles all the ship traffic that goes in and out. It's a major. He'll probably do it inside there or something. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see exactly where he's going to be because there's no big shindig going on. I went down there today. I did not see anything in preparation for a large crowd. You know, it's the standard shit I see every day. You know, they've got a lot of.
Yeah, he's gonna probably just do like a walkthrough wherever he's whatever captain of
Yeah.
industry he's gonna meet there, kind of thing.
Yeah, under the bridge, John. That's what Jake Sellers is saying. That's exactly where, yeah, where me and my son go every day to watch the deconstruction of our old bridge. And yeah, boy, howdy shit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go. Spout my shit out there. It does.
Fired
It makes
up,
you
ready
feel
to
good.
go.
Yes, fired up, ready to go. It does make you feel good when you participate in community actions like that. When you take a stand. So yeah, I
Amen.
encourage anybody to. You'll walk away pumped up. You know, now I'm sure there's going to be some fingers thrown and other Trump supporters as they drive by, because they're going to have to drive by. As far as I can see, they're going to have to drive right by the protest area to get to any parking where he might be.
Well, bless
So,
their heart.
Bless their
You won't be
little
able to get that
hearts.
close. You won't be able to get that close.
No, no. Plus, I imagine there will be plenty of police presence out there. You know,
In my experience, when Biden came here into my area,
Right.
if you weren't at the site and already processed through like about 2 hours before he got there, you weren't going to get anywhere near it.
Right.
yeah, that'd probably be the same thing going on here.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine security is pretty tight wherever he is, because he's a chicken shit. Because there's plenty of people that hate his ass. You know, and they got to be careful. You know, and besides that, I don't want it that way. If it happened that way, they'd make him into a fucking martyr.
Right.
It would just
Yeah.
boost his popularity.
But if you know his
Oh, wow.
route, you can stand along the route with your signs. You can do that.
Don Cheeto's right. He's going to say the Gulf of America a bunch of times. Yeah,
Yep.
because that's
No
where we
doubt.
are, baby. We're on the Gulf of Mexico. And it's right
And this
outside.
beautiful bridge, thanks to
Yep.
me. And it's like, nope,
Yeah.
that was Biden.
No, that was Biden. Had nothing to do with your
I
ass.
have to use this bridge to tell the world that I have a very, very small penis.
I have a very small penis, but look at the size of this bridge. And it is.
Look
It's the
at
tallest
this
structure in
bridge.
Texas
Oh,
now.
beautiful.
Yeah, so we're quite
And
proud of it.
that's-
It's a nice bridge.
I seen someone post in the Blue Dot Discord that the Trump savings account was actually created under Biden. So yeah, you know the Trump savings account that he
The one that he's-
peddles
The one for kids, you mean?
for children.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Gonna turn $1,000 into $100,000 in 8 years or 18 years.
Yeah.
Yep, they get to steal from children now.
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
No shit.
They take our
Considering-
tax money, they give it to the $1,000 each year into the account, and then they take it back somehow. They'll take it back.
That they'll probably figure out a way that, well, I'm sorry, you got to pay a fine or you got to pay some tax or whatever on it. I
I'd
don't
have to
know.
pay taxes on that $1,000.
It's one of the few ideas that he had that would be great if we did that for every child born. I'd give them something. Yeah,
Something
that's
similar.
a good thing. But when you turn around and put it on the backs of the American people, and while you're at the same time just throwing wads of cash at rich people, it doesn't work. You know, it's a sideshow. You know,
Well,
there's
he literally took food out of children's mouths in the big beautiful
Yes.
bill,
yes,
so
Yes, he did.
billionaires could have a tax cut.
a tax
so,
break. Yeah. So, you know, it's like he's ripping you off big time and then throwing you a chump change back, saying, look what a great person I am. You know, he's already swindled you out of everything else. And Mr. Mitty Mike came in with a $20 donation and said Trump orders Happy Meals. Yep. Ain't it pitiful? Ain't it sad? He's got no couth at all. You know, it's, come on, man. When you're known for it and you do it again, that's just cheap. You're cheap. Nobody wants your
Penny
stupid-
says he ordered off the dollar menu.
the dollar menu.
You'll gum the White
sa-
House up
saving
with
people, saving American money. Anyway, yeah, bullshit.
He probably tries to grift it and get it for free. I've
Yeah, he
done
probably
it.
gets some of his
it.
donors
Yeah.
or something to pay for it.
I'll take a picture with you and you can give me free
And
McDonald's.
you have to wonder much longer is that going to last?
Right?
Like I say, at some point they're going to. He's a lame duck. The
That's
only
what
way
I
he
keep
stays in
wondering,
office is
John.
some violent uprising or some bullshit. What's that, baby?
How much juice are they going to try to get out of this rotten orange? Like, come
I'm
on.
telling you,
There's,
they're
you
squeezing.
can't ride his coattails anymore. Let him
Again,
go.
you're starting to see some separation on some issues that a few Republicans are standing up against him on different things right now. I expect that to increase on different issues, especially the Epstein shit.
Right.
If you're protecting him at this point, I just suspect you're on the list too. What the hell you got to hide?
That's the thing that pissed me off the most when at that State of the Union when he was like, "Can we stand up for America first?" And he was like, "Shame on you."
Yeah,
And hold
yeah.
on, thinking,
That's going to be in
no,
a commercial. Yeah,
shame
that's
on
one
the
of those.
GOP for protecting a pedophile.
A
Shame
pedophile.
on them.
Yes, yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. Because there's no doubt. I don't think anybody has any doubt that Donald Trump have a connection with Jeffrey Epstein, and did he have relations with young girls? I don't think anybody is doubting the answer to that question. I think everybody knows it. We're just
And the
waiting
fact
on the
that-
proof on physical evidence
Right.
on our
the-
lawmakers to do something.
And the fact that they freaking get Hillary Clinton to do a deposition, but they've yet to call Donald Trump, who's been mentioned over 30,000 times.
Well,
Give me a
that's-
break.
That's coming. That's what the door they've opened by calling Bill Clinton in for deposition to testify in front of Congress. That opens the door. What about it, Donnie? Are you going to testify? Is the House, meaning when we take the House, when Democrats
Right.
take the House, we can subpoena his ass. We can make a big deal out of him. Are you going to show up, Donnie? Are you going to answer the questions? Or are you just going to, and he won't. The answer is no, he won't. He'll come up
No,
with
he
some
won't.
bullshit excuse of why he can't do it. Boy, howdy.
Lame.
It just drives
Yeah.
me insane, the hypocrisy of these people.
I know. On an issue that should be clear as a bell for everybody.
Right.
This is not a right or left
Pedophilia.
issue. This
No.
is
Be no
pedophilia.
waffling.
Wrong.
No, no
Yeah.
changing of words. No trying to smooth it over. No. Mm-mm.
No. If you're involved
what
in
it
this,
is.
you need to be held account for it. The thing is that we're
Simple.
talking about people who are very wealthy and very high positioned. And they're going to do everything they can to stay out of the public limelight. But like I say, it's not going to work because this isn't only just an America thing. This is a worldwide thing. And there are other
Yeah.
countries investigating this shit too. And they're not beholden to a Republican Party here in the United States. I don't know how Pam Bondi thinks she can keep all this shit hidden. Eventually it comes out.
Mhm.
And it shows
Well,
what kind
she's
of a
just a
dirtbag
banshee
you
in
were.
disguise, anyway.
Yes.
She's
Yeah.
She's paranormal.
She's gonna freaking end up doing some prison time over this, and
Out of your
to
mouth,
go to
I hope.
prison for a pedophile is beyond my recollection.
You're right, John. The truth can't be denied. There's too much of this. And there's too many sources. It's eventually everything's going to come out.
The dam
This
is
is-
gonna break, and it
Yes.
is gonna be a flood.
It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. There's going to be a lot
Yeah.
of people in there you're going to be disappointed that are on that list. And we've already seen
I still
that.
don't. I still don't have any faith in either side of them to move this forward in a quick enough manner. I mean, quick enough,
Right.
like drag it on for another 10 or 15
Yes,
years.
the name of the game
Everybody's
is
dead
stall.
and they don't have to account for anything. Is that the old, oh, well, we'll deal with
Yeah.
that 20 years from now and
Yeah.
apologize. Yes.
Yeah, we're looking into that. We'll get back to you. You know.
And that's
Boy,
what
howdy shit.
happens in the elite world.
Mm.
They protect
Laws,
each other.
Laws for thee and not for me, and I can't stand that crap.
Yeah, yeah. No shit. Oh, I just got what Wesley Wiseman said. Wesley Wiseman came in with a $5 donation and said Trump's fun, but he didn't name it. Piece of shit. He made that notice in his State of the Union. He did it twice. Once for the Trump fund. I didn't name it. I'm not the one that named it. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And what was it? There was another one named after him. Some other program or something. Forgot right now. But yeah. And he made the comment, no, I didn't name that one either. Fuck you. Yeah, so. And Shifty
Oh,
Lincoln
that was
came
Trump
in.
RX, I think.
Yes, Trump RX. And I didn't name that one either. Bullshit. Bullshit. Just see right through that crap. Shifty Lincoln came in with $5, said Trump drained the swamp all right into his diaper. His diaper would be enough to fill up a swamp. I swear. A lot of discussions about his health here lately, though. You know, just saying. I want a bolt of lightning come out of the sky is what I want. I'm afraid I won't get that, though. But anyway.
That
Well,
was the
Jake's-
biggest joke, though, of any State of the Union that I have ever watched. There was no policy. There was nothing to it.
No, it was all dribble and bullshit. And pumping
Clap
pom
for
poms
me.
for the right.
Yeah.
is not
clap
given
for
a-
me.
There was nothing in that speech that could be considered bipartisan. Nothing
No,
that he said in there that could unify, this country. Because he's not interested in unifying the country. He wants us divided. He's playing under the very old adage of divide and conquer. But it's playing out for him. It ain't pulling the weight it used to. Not just the Epstein shit, the economy, everything he's done. It's weighing heavy on the American people.
Well, he's
So-
crashed the economy, and it's only going to crash even harder.
Indeed. Hey, let me thank Jake Sellers, who came in with $5, said, if Trump goes to prison someday, do us taxpayers have to buy his diapers? Oh, shit, Jake.
No.
I don't want to.
I
And
think
Nick's.
I think
let me-
what they'll. Oh,
Yeah,
go
let me
ahead.
catch Nick's. Nick's came in with $5, said, share the spoils and share the crime. None of these should walk out of this clean. Nobody should.
Got that right.
If you're involved in it, you need to be held accountable.
That's
And like
right.
I said, if we can't stand on this issue as Americans together, then there ain't no hope for us. Our bullshit about our morals and our integrity and all that, it would just be that. If we can't stand up to this shit, then it's all a lie.
Someone
Yes,
asked if
that's-
he would see the inside of a prison cell, and I'm thinking, no, there's a
No.
reason he got that plane. There's a reason he's gotten that plane, and there's a place that he can land that plane right where it came from. Yeah.
His escape would be Russia. That's where he'd go.
Or Saudi.
Boy, howdy. Hello, Yelly Man.
Hello, John. Hello.
How are you doing, brother?
No, I was a little surprised you brought me up today because I didn't think you would.
What?
I'm good. Well, I just wanted to come in and talk about the Epstein repercussion here in Europe a little bit. We had a former prime minister now. He's under investigation. We had a crown princess who stayed with Epstein and wrote him a lot of messages like "I miss you."
Oh boy.
He had a UN ambassador to the UN embassy that was fired, and the head of Davos is a Norwegian. He got fired too because of Epstein connections. So
That's what I mean. This
Norway,
is not just an investigation going on here in the
Global.
United States. There's other
yeah,
countries that are having investigations into this shit.
yeah. So
So,
Norway is doing our bit to get rid of the people who got involved, and the UK has arrested a few people, and France is looking at doing the same. So uh, we don't take this lightly, you know. And are you there?
yes, I was just coughing my lungs out. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
and
had my mic muted.
Europe is following the money and looking at
There's
who
big
took
money involved.
bribes. And,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
and
that's what we're seeing right now. It's not
yeah, and
necessarily
Bill
charges
Gates.
related to sexual abuse, but we're seeing uh, cases brought against money issues.
Yeah, Bill Gates
Selling
kind of lost his.
influence and information.
Bill Gates has kind of lost his little glory now. He is not.
Yes,
He's not the good guy that he portrayed himself
I'm
to
afraid
be.
we're going to see a lot of people that you think highly
Yeah,
of and have
yeah,
got a good brand out there or whatever that all of a sudden, but like I always say, it doesn't matter. You know, 1,000 attaboys can be wiped out with one aw shit moment. And this is a
Right.
yeah,
big aw shit moment. You don't
yeah.
escape from this one. It's not something you just
And
brush off and walk away from.
the way Trump has been complaining about the tariffs and the Supreme Court ruling. But another thing that pissed me off is that ruling
But
of Aileen Cannon in Florida, where she's refusing to release part 2 of Jack Smith report. You know,
right,
she's completely a biased judge. She
they're
should
going to
be,
try to hide as much shit as they can in any manner
yeah,
and on any
why is
subject.
she? But why is she always a judge in Trump cases? Why do they always pick her? It must be some corruption there.
You
I mean,
reckon?
because
You reckon?
no, yeah,
It's
I am
corruption that she's
100%
even
sure.
on the court. She's not qualified to be on that court
She's completely unqualified. It's
She
like
should be
completely, and she's
disbarred.
been compromised. You know, so she's
and
just
Clarence
she's a
Thomas
hack. She's a
and
political hack for the president.
Clarence Thomas and Alito, they rule against the Constitution. They should be impeached and thrown out of the Supreme
Uh,
Court.
Unfortunately, we can't do that. Once a Supreme Court judge, always a Supreme Court judge. It's an appointment for life.
Yeah,
Can't
But
stay
yeah,
in
there's
that
those
several
role.
two,
justices that need to go, but they're not going to go under a
those
Democrat.
two are the worst of the worst. And Clarence Thomas was picked by George W. 41. Alito was picked by George Herbert Walker Bush picked for
HW.
Thomas, and W picked Alito. So the Bushes that they did a lot
And
of
John
damage.
Robert. And he picked John Roberts.
Yeah. So they picked the worst of
We've
the
not,
worst
yeah.
of the worst.
And now remind you that the nomination that was held up for well over a year.
Merrick Garland.
Merrick Garland was nominated, but that was held up by the Senate, and they wouldn't
Yeah,
take it, and that's bullshit. And
because
they
of Mitch
waited until the
McConnell.
election, and then Donnie Trump gets to make the pick, and that was just
Mitch
utter
McConnell.
bullshit.
Such hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm.
All the more reason to expand the courts. We have
Yes, in my
13
opinion,
districts.
we
need to
have
go
13 districts. We ought to
Supreme
have
Court
13
justices.
judges. That's it.
Goddamn straight.
You bet. Now I wish, yeah. Whoever the
So
next
how you
Democrat
how you
president
doing,
is thinks
John?
about that very much,
How,
very hard.
how
Because
is
there
life
are.
for
There's
you,
13
John?
districts. Huh?
How is life for you, John? Are you feeling okay at the moment? Are you Are you ready? Are you fired up and ready to go?
I'm
when it
fired up,
comes to
ready to
the-
go. When it comes to the protest tomorrow, yes, I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. I want to be there. I'm looking
What
forward
about you,
to it.
Bravo? What about you, Blaze, and you, Mishy? Are you fired up and ready to go?
Yep.
Good.
I'm fired up, man. I'm like, I can't come
Yeah.
up with an analogy, but trust me, I'm fired up.
Yeah, we all need to be. Every one of us needs to
Yeah.
be ready.
Mhm.
You need to be motivated because this is the election of a lifetime. It's going to
Yeah.
determine whether or not democracy is going to survive in this nation. I really do believe that.
Yes. Ladies
Yeah.
and
I
gentlemen,
concur.
ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing American history in real time.
Indeed.
Yep.
Indeed. And this is one
Wouldn't
going
it
to
be
be one
nice
for the
if it
books.
like if it the turnout might be 20 million? Wouldn't that be nice if somebody like that came out and like? But you need to have massive demonstrations in DC. That's where you should
We've
focus
got some
on having.
planned. We've got some planned, and I believe the American people are going to step up. Hey, let me call out a couple of thank yous real quick to David Cantu, who came in with $5 and said, "Hola, Blue Dots. Let's name a federal prison after the bastard." And while he's in it, yeah, I'm all for that.
I like that. I like that.
I like the idea of he wanted to reopen Alcatraz. I'm just saying,
That's right.
we could open up Alcatraz, put his ass in it, and he's the only prisoner,
Here.
and then it still leave it as a national park where people can come by and they could go in and visit. Look at here, ex-president in prison here. And
Don't forget to grab your tomatoes to throw at him.
I'm just saying.
Grab your tomatoes.
And
Wait,
let me
John,
see. Yeah.
real quick, you know what we could do also?
What?
If we put Trump in there and he's the only person, we could rename Alcatraz to McPrison.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I missed part of that.
Oh, I said we can rename it to McPrison, like McDonald's, but McPrison.
Yeah, McPrison. Yeah. Home of the Whopper. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Trump
anyway.
Penitentiary. Let's get it straight.
Yeah.
Trump
There you go.
Penitentiary.
Trump Penitentiary. I'm all
Donald
for
J. Trump
the Alcatraz
Penitentiary.
thing because he wanted to open it up anyway. So let's see. We'll just leave it at a park and people can come visit. Just his ass will be the only prisoner there. It'd be a draw. People would want to come to see the monkey in the cage. Hey, let me thank Shifty Lincoln who came in with $5 and said, "I found the swamp on Google Maps, John. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. That's what it's been turned into, brother." And Nix came back with another $10. Thank you very much, Nix, and said Norway offered to host the Board of Peace. I have no wonder if this is Bugs Bunnying him into reach of the International Criminal Court. I remain hopeful. Oh, that would be great. Just a way to get him over there so they can arrest his ass. And be the Board of Peace. I
We could
swear.
take.
What a bunch of bullshit
We could
that is.
arrest Putin and Netanyahu and all those other war criminals and put them in prison where they belong.
Yeah.
By the way, Putin is losing bigly in Russia right now. According to the president of Finland and another country, Putin is losing the war in Ukraine.
The only reason Putin stands a
shucks.
chance
Hate
is that because Donald Trump refuses to stand up for the Ukrainian people. That's the only problem that Ukraine has, is that the United States is playing wishy-washy with this bullshit because our president wants to kiss Putin's ass. Europe is stepping up.
And replacing a lot of the aid that United States won't
They
give
have
them.
to hold up democracy because the United States, all of a sudden, we're not into it. We're into fascism
because
here
of
now.
that because of Trump, it's a Russian accent. We know that. We know that he's that they got the goods on him, and the PPT, and we all talked about Bubba, and that might be a horse or whatever, but we don't know. It might be.
It is almost
So-
Ojeda time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming in and lending their voice in here. This fight that we're in, we have this meeting 3 days a week, and I want to thank everybody for coming in here. This whole thing is all about us taking back the power in this nation. It's about us standing up and doing the right thing, using our voice and our vote. It's the two things that we are guaranteed supposed to, and he's working against each of them, baby. So it is. It's important, baby. Hey, let me thank Neil Sporin, who came in with a $5 donation. I like that. And said, "Peace, John." Well, peace back at you, Neil Sporin. I appreciate that. Anyway, Yelly Man. Thank you, brother, for coming in.
Yeah, I won't be on. I won't be here on everything because I have to sleep. But I will be here if there's something going on in Europe that I want to talk to you about. So
you're welcome to come in anytime, brother. We'll be here.
It was nice talking to you, John, and have
nice
a
talking to you,
have a good evening, and have a good evening, everybody else. Okay, and
you bet.
Take care.
You
Good
bet.
luck.
Thank you,
See you
Yelly
later,
Man.
guys.
You bet.
Yeah. Bye, John.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And Blaze.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Always enjoy hearing your voice.
You're welcome. Yep,
You
I always enjoy being in here with you and every other blue dot, man. I really like this.
We got to be together, buddy. We do it. Let's see. Sit up straight and breathe into your belly. Yeah, that works. Okay, Blaze. Take care of yourself, brother, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye. Good night. And bravo, chick.
Hey, John. Sure
Thank
to
you,
appreciate
baby.
you setting the table and keeping that microphone on.
I'll be here damn near every time. We'll be here every time until we get rid of his ass.
Well, don't blow your
Whatever.
voice out yelling at
No.
that penguin tomorrow.
Yeah, it's kind of strained right now, but yeah, I'm going to use it plenty tomorrow. And yeah, like I said, my son's going to be there with his camera, so he's probably going to do a whole video of the event. So that'll be, edited and put into a video. But I imagine I'll probably try to go live a few times while I'm there. But
I'm looking forward to it.
So keep an eye out. Don't know.
All right. You stay
All right,
safe,
baby.
though. You stay
You bet.
safe. All right.
You bet.
Appreciate you.
Take care, baby. And Miss Chick.
And John.
That was fun. That was enjoyable.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was. Went by kind of
Everybody's-
fast, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Time
But
flies
you
when
know-
you're having fun. What?
It is. Or time's fun when you're having flies, if you're a frog.
Indeed.
Anyways, I want to remind people that we are starting into the primaries and special elections, and just check in your area, in your state, see what's coming up. I know for sure that March 3rd, that's the last and or big day for Arkansas, North Carolina, and Texas.
Yep.
With what's going on currently in their voting. And then March 10th, I think, is Mississippi's got some stuff. March 17th, Illinois. So, I didn't go any farther than that tonight, but just start looking. You should know what's going on in your area. If there's something to vote on, if there's somebody to vote on it. Find someone to vote for.
Yes. Stay
Do your
informed.
homework.
It's my brother calling me. He don't know I'm still on the air. Anyway.
Oh.
Yes, if
That's
there's an
okay.
election in your area, be involved. If there's a protest in your area, and there will be one coming up, be involved, baby. It's the biggest
And
thing
more
we can tell you.
importantly, make sure you're registered, because they're
Make
pulling all sorts
sure.
of shit everywhere.
Everywhere. So make sure you're good to go. And
Check daily
yeah.
if you have to. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Check right before
Yeah.
you get planning to go. Make sure. Go online. You can check most of them online. They have a website. You can check your status and all that. But yeah, make sure you're ready, because if there's one thing I do know, we need your vote. We need
We
your
do.
vote. We do. Anyway.
Here we have some actions coming up. Where did I put those actions? I keep
What
losing
actions?
my paper.
What are we doing?
We are doing some protesting, John.
We are.
For sure. Right. We've got something coming up on March 7th, I think. Hang
March
on.
7th.
I didn't write that down. March 7th is actually like a protest for Science Day. I didn't
really?
know if I had that stuck in there before. And March 8th is Women's Day. And that's going to be all over the country. Ladies, get your signs.
Get
Find
your
your
signs
corner,
out, ladies.
find your
And
streets,
gentlemen
you know?
that want
And
to support
gentlemen.
the ladies.
And yep, but generally women get out there strong. It's their theme this year is brave women. So get out there and show them how brave you are.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. And then of course we have the this weekend we also have that march in DC. Almost slipped past that. There's March for Democracy in DC.
Is in DC this weekend.
Yep. It's kind of a 2-day
Alright.
deal. I think on the 27th they kind of go around to the House and Senate and try and meet with as many people as they can. And
Oh,
let them
okay.
know
Yes,
how
yes,
they
yes,
feel.
yes, yes.
Yeah. And then the next day they have a march right there. So, yeah. And usually it's a little bit of a rally with speakers and music and
If
stuff.
you're in the
It's
area,
usually how
baby.
it's set up. Yep.
If you're in
It's
the
usually
area, make
fun.
sure. Be
Yeah.
there, baby.
Be there, baby. And then in March 28th, I do believe is the date, we are going to be having our large No King. I mean,
The
No
big
King.
one. No Kings.
Yep.
And that's the
Biggest
one
one
on
yet, I
March
hope.
28th. That's going to be a nationwide march, so get ready
Be
for that
there
one.
or be square.
There you
what
go,
it's all
baby. You
about.
don't want to be square. Be with it.
Be with it.
There you
Get
go,
with
baby.
And I lost my
Anyway.
little list of names.
Uh-oh.
Nope, that's wrong list. Okay. But in the meantime, you can do things like, share, and subscribe right
You
here
can
on
do
YouTube.
that right here. Right
You
down
can
there.
like and follow on Facebook. And I don't think they can hear us live on TikTok yet, so there's that.
Not yet. Working on it.
Yep, but you
Working
can
on
be
it.
brave like David W. from California, Laura A. from Saskatchewan, Sharon E. from Pennsylvania, Devgala, or I think it's Devgala B. from Georgia, Jody E. from Illinois, and Brad M. from Ohio. They were all brave enough to hit that like button.
They all liked us. We love them back for doing that. Y'all can do that too. Like, share, and subscribe. If you ain't subscribed yet, shame on you. You should have already done that. Anyway, a lot going on, so I'm going to have a busy day tomorrow. I don't know how my Beer and Bud Friday is going to go. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off, but if I don't get to do a Beer and Bud tomorrow, then we'll do one on Saturday, but I will probably go live sometime tomorrow during the protest, so stay tuned. We'll see what's going to happen. In the meantime, thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. It is the most important thing we're going to do in your lifetime is to save this democracy. And we all need to be participants in that. Anyway, other than that, try to put a smile on your face tomorrow and give that shit away to somebody else. I plan on it. And, yeah, have a great day. Anyway, good night, family. Good night. Good night, Miss Chick.
Good night, John. Good night, Blue Dot family.